Hey guys, welcome back to another update video. I'm going to show a few titles today. I got some things that I got in the mail from eBay, and then I got a box from Criterion. They had a flash sale last week. They had a 24-hour flash sale. I think it was either Wednesday or Thursday of last week. So I picked up a couple titles from Criterion, and it's always good to grab at least a couple when Criterion has their 50% off sale, because that's the best way to do it. I mean, they're very expensive otherwise. I think they're about 40 bucks a pop for Blu-rays, and so I got 2 Blu-rays and a box set. I'll show that last. This one here, this first title I'm going to show you guys, is a Al Adamson double feature, and this is on, what was the name of this label here? Retro Shockorama, which is a kind of a cool little title, I guess. And the first title here is Five Bloody Graves, and it's a Western film. And the second title is Nurse Sherry, which is a horror film. And those of you out there who are familiar with any of Al Adamson's movies, you know he's regarded as a pretty poor director. And he's compared a lot with Ed Wood. And actually, people say that Ed Wood is much better than Al Adamson. But the reason I picked this title up is because A, it was $3, brand new sealed, and B, Five Bloody Graves is supposed to be one of the most gory westerns ever made. It's they compare it with Cutthroat's 9 quite a bit, although I hear that Cutthroat's 9 is a little more graphic than this one. This one's up there quite a bit, I guess, as far as some of the gruesome imagery and gore that they show in the film. And Five Bloody Graves came out in 1970, and Nurse Sherry came out in 1978, also under the name Hospital of Terror. So I'm glad to own this and pick it up, add it to the collection, because I never had either of these titles before. So that is the Al Adamson double feature, Five Bloody Graves and Nurse Sherry. The next one here is a 7-part documentary called Monsters Among Us, The Origins of Horror's Greatest Legends. And this is a Mill Creek 2-disc set. And part 1 is Vampires from Folklore to Literature. Part 2, Vampires, The Rise of Dracula. Part 3 is The Undead. Part 4, The Spirit World. Part 5, Demons. And Part 6, Witchcraft. Part 7, Werewolves and Shapeshifters. And I love documentaries, and I own quite a few documentaries. I'll show those off someday in a future update video or collection video. And it just, I'll read this really quick. It says, unearth the history of mythical's beasts, monsters, ghosts, zombies. From horror movies to Halloween, we see the creatures that go bump in the night everywhere. But where did they come from? The primal fears of our ancestors fueled the stories that lived through legends, pages, and screens, just as we peer into the histories of some of the most prevalent creatures in pop culture, including vampires, werewolves, zombies, and ghosts. Come and meet the monsters among us if you dare. And I have never seen this, but it sounded really interesting. It was very inexpensive, and there's disc 1. It has 4 parts on it, and there's disc 2, 3 parts. And it's region 1, and it's unrated. So I'm very glad to own that, add that to the collection. And the third one here that I got from eBay is a Christmas Horror Story Blu-ray. Got this pretty cheap. Came out in 2015. This is a Canadian. I think it's, I've never seen it before, but I believe it's an anthology horror film. I know William Shatner's in here. And this is from RLJ Entertainment. Don't really know much about it. I haven't heard anybody really talk about it. I know it's been out for a while yet already, and I got this used. It was under 10 bucks, and it comes with the slipcover. And this one was supposed to be released at Walmart at one time, and I think the ones that were distributed at Walmart called it a holiday horror story because, oh, they're afraid to say Christmas, but I'm glad that I got the one that says a Christmas Horror Story, so I'll pop that in one of these days. I don't know if I'll wait till next Christmas and check this out, but I'm looking forward to checking this out at some point. I do like the Christmas horror stories, horror films. And the last thing I got from eBay was, I got 3 particular items here. This is Star Trek DVD, the HD remastered. And you can see that this is season 1 right here. I guess I'll just go through and show you part 1. Looks like it's flipper discs. It has some kind of, I don't know, translucent cards here that come with it. There you got Bones McCoy. There you got Spock. And you got Captain and Spock. The crew. And there's Captain Kirk again. And then I think these are, they look a little dusty. Looks like they need to be cleaned up. I got the part 1 or season 1, 2, and 3 for $40. So I can't complain about that. Said it was in good condition on eBay, and it looks like it's in better than good condition. It's almost near mint. Here's season 2, the blue edition, the uniform that Spock wore, and then you got the red edition here. So I've wanted those for a while. I know it's out on Blu-ray now. I'll probably pick the Blu-ray ones up eventually. I just wanted to pick those up for collectible purposes, and I always did want to get those with the plastic shell. So, and last here I have 3 titles that I got from Criterion on their 50% sale last week. And the first one is Lady Snowblood. This is a double dip for me. I do own the Arrow Steelbook of Lady Snowblood 1 and 2. And this is Lady Snowblood 1 and 2 here. I don't know if you can see that, but it says spine number 790 and 791. Wow. White does not pick up on my phone for some reason. Has new 2K digital restorations on both films, uncompressed monorail soundtracks. Has some interviews. Has the writer of the manga that inspired the films. Has English subtitle translations. And an essay by critic Howard Hampton. So glad to own that in the Criterion Collection edition there. And the second one here is The Brood. I do own this on DVD. David Cronenberg film. Glad to own this. It's the first time I owned it on Blu-ray. Spine number 777. Film from 1979, 92 minutes. Region A. Restored 2K digital transfer. Uncompressed monorail soundtrack. New documentary about the making of the film, so that's cool. Featuring actor Samantha Egger, executive producer Pierre David, cinematographer Mark Irwin, assistant director John Board, and special makeups effects artist Rick Baker from Videodrome, and Joe Blasco from Shivers Rabid. So these guys have worked with Cronenberg quite a bit in the past. Has a new restored 4K digital transfer of Cronenberg's 70 feature Crimes of the Future. So it looks like there's a bonus film on here. Has an interview from 2013 with actors Art Hindle and Cindy Hines. Appearance by actor Oliver Reed on the new Merv Griffin show from 1980. Has a radio spot and an essay by critic Carrie Rickey. That's cool. The Brood. And the last one here is a DVD box set. Thinking that this one's going to go out of print soon. I thought it would be out of print by now, actually. This is the Monsters and Mad Men 4-movie box set. It comes with First Man into Space, Corridors of Blood, The Atomic Submarine, and The Haunted Strangler. And it has, it says 4 classics, 2 Boris Karloff chillers, and 2 sci-fi thrillers. So there you can see it's 2 different Amaray cases, and I'm assuming they're both 2 discs. Maybe I'll do an unboxing in a separate video, even though this has been out for quite a while. Let's see. Let's see if it says when it was released. First printing, 2006. So it's been out for 10 years. And I wanted this one for a long time, and I just waited for a 50% sale, because I think ordinarily this one is like $60, something like that, for this box set. Well, I think I paid about 30 at the half price point. So those are my pickups for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh, and before I go, I just wanted to say thanks again to Sammy and Adam, that is Falagar and AJ Punk 15, for participating in that top 5 underrated movies tag. I enjoyed you guys' video. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll link it below. They did a hangout type video, and they went back and forth with their picks, and I thought it was pretty entertaining. So thank you guys for doing that, and leave any comments below. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.